Alright, I'll try to make this quick. Quick little walk around, 95 Subaru Impreza, EG33 powered. You can see the front bumper there is not quite held on. I usually zip tie that, but I haven't gotten around to it. Front fenders are bashed in to have clearance on the wheels. Clear corners on this side. This side's not too bad. It used to be rusty in the back here, but I cut that mostly out to clear the wheels and tires. You can still see a little bit of foam there where I sealed it. Should be okay for a while. The struts under there, I know you can't see in there too well, but they're brand new as of a couple weeks ago. Here, let me get my... There. Brand new on the rear. RS rear brakes, WRX fronts. Lights on the top, it's got a roof vent, doesn't leak at all. On the inside here, we've got 05 WRX seats with some seat heaters in the center there. She's showing 245K on the clock. Flock dash, a little dirty, but that's okay. LED interior light and some on the back hatch there to help you see in the back when it's dark. Roof vent goes forward and backwards, because why not? Alright, moving right along. In the back, as you saw, no rear seat. Everything else is mostly here, and the rear seat will come with it. It's just out in the barn. Crank windows, manual locks, everything as it should be. Taillights. Now that I'm thinking about it right here. Our LED with sequential turn signals. Made them myself. They've worked out pretty well so far. Now returning back to the front here. Hood pins, of course. One on each side. There is no hood prop rod. Instead, you can just lean it up against the windshield like so. And she'll sit like that all day until a giant gust of wind comes down. Massive radiator, new this year. My previous one, the end tanks right along here, the seam kind of broke on it, so got a new one. Should last you for years to come. Just washed the whole thing, so the engine bay is looking cleaner than it has in a long time. Individual coils, 3 per side on both sides. The EG33 coil packs tend to go bad after a while. You'll notice this hose right here is disconnected. That's because if I don't disconnect it, the powertrain control valve makes a weird sound and it's annoying. Pretty easy to fix, but to replace it, it's located right there in the center, so you have to pretty much take the whole intake manifold off to get to it. Doesn't really affect anything else. No power steering. I always forget about that because, well, eventually you just grow some arms and you forget about it. Around parking lots, kind of sucks. But once you get up past 10 miles an hour, it's fine, and I've driven rallycross like that all year. Not a problem at all. Could use a new air filter. Little rusty spots from that water that I washed it with earlier that you can see down in there. Again, coil packs on this side work just fine. Other than that, I think that's most of the underhood stuff. Not a whole lot going on, really. I do have my light out here so that I can show you what's going on under here. Under here we have long tube headers. They look a little rusty. That is mostly dirt on this part. These are rusty, the welds, but if you took those off, sandblasted them, coated them, they'd be just fine. I did hear an exhaust leak earlier today, which I believe to be that flex joint on the left. And looking at the top of it, that is what it is. Other than that, it's pretty clean up here, other than, of course, dirt from rallycross. There's no rust to speak of. The control arms, they've got spots, but it's not through and through rust like you would expect. There is no front sway bar currently mounted. I do have it, actually, sitting on top of that bench right there. So you can put that back on, no problem at all. Coming back to this side, this is where the, well, numbers are. Apparently I didn't do a good job washing it either. This is where the majority of the rust is. You'll note right up in here how this whole corner has been eaten out, and again right there. Now these are the side skirts. I call them the frame rails, but that's not really true. These are the actual frame rails, and those are solid. It's this side skirt cover out here that's not. So, I mean, frame rails are good, covers, not so much. Underneath the car, other than that, it's nice and clean under there. Again, except for it's dirty. All right, let me grab my light here. Make a final note. Is the rear suspension completely aftermarket and adjustable. Again, no rear sway bar. I do have one, comes with the car. You just have to bolt it up yourself. If you want. I would recommend replacing this rear suspension though, the Heim joints, not this one particularly, but some of them around here have started going bad and getting a little loose, so I would replace those. Again, this exhaust, it looks rusty, not really too bad, except that it needs to be sandblasted and painted because I didn't do that. I believe this muffler is stainless. It's just got little flakes of rust on it and needs to be polished up. It's a MagnaFlow muffler and it is quite loud. You can see plenty of tread left on the tires too. Alright, we'll start it up now. Let you see that. I did drive it a little while ago. I don't know if it's still warm or not. This will be quite loud, so. When it starts, it'll hover about $2,000 until it's warmed up, and then it'll slowly come down to about 500. It'll come down to about 500, 700 RPM. Check engine lights on code 53, I believe. There are two connectors under the dash that you connect them together and it'll flash the code at you. I can show you how to do that, no problem at all. Fuel, it's got a 15-gallon tank in it. Believe me, the idle comes down. It's got a 15-gallon tank in it from an STI. And yeah, that's about it. It gets about 18 miles to the gallon, but I stopped calculating out because it made me sad. The lights work, they come with the car. Yeah, good luck. She's been a lot of fun. I'll be sad to see her go. Have a good day.